Hello everyone, so in today's video, this is a special one. So I am going to look at your shadow side, and if you're wondering why the hell would anybody do this type of video, because I understand that it may not be something that we want to hear about ourselves, but I thought I'll do it. I was called to do it. And I feel like, my point of this video is for you to understand this part of yourself and for you to grow. Of course, I'm going to look at, I'll try to look at where it stems from and why you do that. But of course, as I am not a professional, I am not a therapist or a doctor, so always check with your doctor when it comes to any situation, and don't take like a pick a card, like a video tarot card, like as a the end of be all, so just take this lightly. Of course, if I have to give a trigger warning, if you get easily offended or triggered, then maybe this is not the video for you, and maybe you can come back later on. I'm not here to try to poke at your wounds. I'm just trying to help you understand, for you to heal better. So these are the three piles. Pile number 1, it's black obsidian. Pile number 2, it's also black obsidian. And pile number 3 is black tourmaline. So you can pause the video. And I'll start with pile number 1. So, pile number 1, let me check at your shadow side. What are your shadow side? Just a reminder and a trigger warning that I am not a doctor, I am not a psychologist, nor a therapist, so you should always check with your doctor and therapist about your situations and talk to somebody, okay? Don't take a pick a card YouTube video as the end of the of be all. I don't know how you say that that phrase, but anyway. So, what are your shadow side? And of course, you can always stop the video if you feel like you get triggered or something, and you can always come back another time. So, pile number 1. Okay, that's too many cards. This won't want it to come out, and I'll put this one here. Okay, so the first card is Today for Tomorrow, sacrificing today for a better tomorrow. We have Anger and Chains and Alone in the World. Okay, so pile number 1. I feel like your shadow side stems from I'll try to give as much scenarios as I can. I see some type of maybe negligence when it comes to or maybe you feel like people are negligent with you. I feel like there's some type of feeling like nobody is giving you the attention, or maybe people didn't give you the attention when you're a child. I feel like there's some type of needing to feel validated, and if you don't get validated by people, I feel like you with this anger and chains, it's like you resent people or yourself very easily because of some type of resentment for something that happens. Of course, I'm not a therapist, but I'm trying to interpret this. Today for tomorrow. Alone in the world. I don't know if, like, I get this type of I get some type of scenario in my head. Let's say that you do things for people, like, I don't know, like service, like you go above and beyond for people, and then they don't give it back because they never asked for, right? And therefore you kind of get angry, you resent people. Again, there's this whole thing about resentment that eats inside of you, and therefore makes you feel like it's nobody understanding me. Why are people not getting it? Why are people not understanding what I'm trying to say? I get so frustrated. Why are people like this? Like, I feel like I'm ostracized by people. It's a lot of, like, it all stems from some type of resentment. So let's see a little bit more with the tarot cards. What is pile number 1's shadow side? So these cards are very explicit, as you can see. We got 2 cards. Okay. We got the Empress in reverse, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Chariot. Okay. So there is some type of trauma. Not diagnosing anybody with this video, okay? But like, there is some type of trauma towards a woman, or at least a female figure. Could be your mother, could be the absence of a mother, could be just maybe could be a man but have like feminine energy. But I see could be an ex, I don't know, depends on your situation. But I feel like there's some type of thing that happened with a female figure that kind of like made you it's like you kind of had to depend on yourself because of certain situation, or however this person made you feel like. It doesn't, like, to me, I wouldn't give them the fault, like it's all their fault and things like this. But I do have to, like, because, I mean, at the end of the day, we make our own choice too as well, but like, I see like this person having some type of like influence over why you feel this way. Another way that I could see it is that if you don't have anybody who made you feel like this, or you don't feel like it is, then it could be just about yourself, feeling this lack of confidence and needing to like overdo with people, or maybe not overdoing, but it's like, how can I describe this? It's like lack of confidence, and then it's eating at you inside because nobody is giving you the validation that you want, and therefore it's kind of building up inside of you. And instead of just like maybe calming yourself down, it just eats at you, and it just like burst. Because although this card, the Six of Swords, talks about sorry, my camera don't autofocus, but anyway, even though the Six of Swords talks about, you know, like going to a calmer water and things like that, I mean, if you look at this picture, it doesn't sound like it's calming water. To me, it's just like brewing inside of you, and even if you wanted to like calm yourself down, it just makes you even more like angrier and angrier, and it eats at you at night. Maybe sometimes you have issues on going to sleep, or going to bed, and it's like you stay up late at night because there's something that, like this anger, it's at you. The Chariot. What is it about the Chariot? The Two of Wands. Why the Chariot and the Two of Wands? Oh. Hold on. Oh, okay. This is okay. I'm not sure how much it's gonna resonate, and I'm not even sure how many people are gonna watch this video. But it's like, I don't know if you have some type of frustration in terms of like maybe wanting to do your own things, planning your own vacation. Maybe you are not totally independent. Maybe you have to take care of somebody. Maybe there's things that you need to do, some responsibilities, or maybe you are younger and that's why you can't, do the things that you want. But I see some like frustration when it comes to your independence, wanting to be independent but not being able to for some type of reason. But I feel like for most of you it is external reason. But I do like, I see like, how can I say that? It's like, for some, it could be external, like you're younger and therefore, you don't have the rights for you to be 100% independent and stuff like this. But I also see another like scenarios where actually it's not that much external. There's not external. External. I don't see some type of external like holding you back. I see that it stems from you because of this lack of confidence, maybe lack of stability. I mean, yeah, it could be like financial stability, and maybe you're kind of have to do a lot of things. Of course, it depends on everybody's situation. But I have to say that for most who's watching this pile, it is from within you, from some type of lack of confidence that stems from something that happens in your childhood or maybe in your family. I don't know if your family keeps on telling you things and how to you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not good at this, you're not good at that. So I don't know if it stems from this, but I have to say, because of the Chariot that it's here, like it's upright. So for me, it does talk about you actually having some type of okay, so I don't know what happened. My camera just keeps on like, I don't know, doing things. It just says that I didn't have enough space and stuff like this, even though I have all the space in the world with this SD card. But anyway, I'm filming this during Mercury retrograde and it is actually hitting me really hard. So thank you for being patient. But anyway, so I don't know where I was at. I think I was talking about you actually being more independent than you think you are. Of course, if you are younger, then we all have our, you may not be able legally to do X, Y, and Z, but you may have more independence when it comes to your own well-being than you think. Of course, I don't want to like ostracize anybody who's actually in a really hard situation, but either way, I feel like there's some type of message when it comes to that there's actually things that you could do. Like here underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Wands in reverse, with the Devil in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. And to me, it's like, maybe ask for help, because the Queen of Swords is very like, she knows what she wants to do. She's very like clear in her mind, but with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I mean, with all these cards in reverse, it's like almost not wanting to ask for help when it comes to your things. I mean, I don't know if it's like the ego trying to like defend you from, like, our brain does stuff, but anyway, it's normal. But I feel like Spirit wants to tell you that actually if you reach out for help there and reach out for like, I don't know, any type of help, could be like therapist, could be a doctor, could be maybe like social, I don't know, you like social aid people, I don't know how you call these people. In English, I don't know how you say that, but it's like you could actually get a lot of help if you ask for it, and if you don't let your maybe your ego or things like this stopping you from asking for help. So now I am going to look at what can you do to make it better. What can you do? What is your advice? My camera keeps on stopping. So what is your advice? What is your advice? What is pile number one's advice? Okay, the Judgment. We have Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Justice in reverse, Judgment in reverse, King of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, Eight of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Cups. Okay, a lot of cups here. Okay, so I feel like the advice, I mean, first advice was to ask for help. Here I see you not being fair with yourself. There's a lot of things that is unfair, because with the Justice and the Judgment in reverse, there's some things that like you need to address. So I see first that you're unfair with yourself when it comes to your own feelings and you needing to acknowledge them. In what way? I don't know, ask a therapist, because I'm not a therapist. But I don't know, like maybe sometimes you like hold your own emotions and your own feelings and what you want to do in order to please people, for example, and therefore it's like you are not being fair with yourself because you're putting others before your own needs, and you don't even like you don't acknowledge your own like emotions and feelings, and that is being unfair to yourself, and you need to acknowledge them before acknowledging other people's feelings. I mean, I understand that we all want to be nice and things like that, and you want to be kind and stuff like this, or respectful, but you need to understand that you need to have your you need to do this to yourself first, before doing to anybody else. I mean, that was one of my own lessons. Instead of putting others first, you need to put yourself first, because you won't be able to help others the way you want if you don't even help yourself first. Okay, if you're drowning and somebody else is drowning, you need to save yourself first from drowning in order to save others. Okay, so also with the Judgment in reverse, I have to say that you also need to introspect with what you do and what others tell yourself, like what others tell you, like I don't know, I'll take the example of a family situation that is toxic, okay, and let's say that they always tell you that you're like, I don't know, why you always cry, you're so sensitive, I know that I don't know, you always get so sensitive about this topic. I don't know, like they always push your buttons, let's say, and they are the reason why you get angry, let's say. Then with the judgment in reverse, I'll say that instead of taking it too personally, even though it's like there is some type of trauma here, it's like trying to be able to protect yourself from these attacks, from this outside attack towards you, because it's like you need to like understand that these people, even they are not perfect. I mean, that I can, maybe you know that already, I think. But it's like to not hold these grudges towards them because they themselves have been going through stuff, and if not, they all have some type of issues, and it's not towards you. Even if they show it that way, maybe you need to like be more like try to be more introspect no, like look within yourself, like first, instead of like taking these people's energy within you. Like you just keep yourself protected, like protect your own energy. Don't let these people try to attack you. Don't take it too personally, but also don't be afraid of questioning your own behavior, because I feel like you would be able to like accentuate things, like and it's just perpetuate this toxic cycle. If I keep on going with this example, this scenario, then let's say you get triggered because somebody talks about, I don't know, like your weight, and you just insult them, like you're like, I don't know, you give them like some you attack them with some type of comments, I don't know, with their skills, and they get triggered, so therefore they send you more attacks and you send them, and it just perpetuates this cycle, this toxic cycle, and it doesn't help, you know. So I feel like that's why there's this whole thing, I talked about this whole thing about you needing to protect yourself. It's not you not hearing from these people, it's just you needing to protect yourself and others as well, because you need to take care of yourself first. So, let me take some of these, which is Wisdom Oracle. Let's say if there's any advice for my pal number 1. You can comment, I don't know, like a green heart emoji if you choose pal number 1. Okay. Okay, actually, I see these 3 cards to me. It speaks to me about like, okay, I have different scenarios again. If you are a woman, like a physical woman, like a female, then maybe look at your moon cycles, like your period and stuff like this, the cycles, because I feel like it will actually help you to understand how to like hack your own like body, you know, like there are tips, like for example, when you're on your period, maybe do some more cardio, do yoga, soft exercise, and when you are on your you finish your cycle and you are on the what's the word, ovulating. When you are ovulating, you can do like HIIT training and stuff like this. Trying to understand more your body could actually help you and what type of cycle it goes through. Maybe there's something about this that you can actually look at. If you are not a female, then I will actually suggest you as well to look at the moon cycles and what, like, I don't know if you're into astrology, but even if you're not, you can just look at, like, I don't know, like the moon is in Pisces for the next 2 days, and therefore you may be more emotional, you may be more tired, you may have dreams and stuff like this. I know there's a lot of YouTubers who does these kind of things, like, you know, like astro reports, and maybe that could actually help you to understand, like, oh, okay, I feel this way because, you know, the moon is whatever, and, you know, that could actually help you to understand, and maybe what you can do, how you can cope with these type of cycles and stuff like this. Understand that you're going through these up and down, and it's normal. Another thing with union hand fasting, for those of you who are in a relationship, then actually the relationship may help you, or there's something about this. Of course, if the relationship is good and well, I'm talking about these people. If it has nothing to do with that, then I'll say that actually there's this whole thing about asking for help. People can actually help you. I see, like, people, if you find your own community, I think you'll be able, if you reach out for, you can actually come in contact with people who are like you, or who have been through the same thing as you do, or maybe understand you better, are into the same thing as you are, and that could actually help you a lot with this shadow side of yours. And with prosperity, this could actually lead you to prosperity. Also, prosperity talks about wealth and finances. As I said before, there's something about, like, maybe not being stable financially. I feel like this whole thing about you needing to focus on yourself could actually lead to a better outcome when it comes to your financial wealth. It's like the more you're able to understand your own body and your own mind, the more you'll be able to manifest wealth. It's like a progression of things. I see, like, some type of progression. The more you take care of yourself, the more you take care of your body, you'll be able to have some type of financial stability. So I think that's it for you, pal number 1. I hope this wasn't too long, and I hope I didn't, like, triggered you too much. Let me know in the comment down below if it resonated and if you like this reading and stuff like this. I of course do private readings. Just check the description down below. Give me a like, because it always helps as I'm growing my channel. At least I'm trying. And yeah, I hope I'll see you next time, and take care of yourself. Bye. Hello, part number 2. So in today's video, I am going to look at what is or are your shadow side. I am going to give you a trigger warning. If you don't feel comfortable with my reading, you can always stop. It's fine. You can just leave the video, come back later if you want to. I'm not trying to, like, try to diminish anybody with this reading. I'm just trying to help and try to make you understand, so therefore you can grow and pass any obstacles. So, and of course, I am not a doctor nor a therapist or any MD, things like this. So you should always check a doctor, a professional, when it comes to your mental health. So don't take this video as the end of be all, like, you know, not sure how to pronounce this, but you know what I mean. So pile number 2, maybe you were drawn to pile number 1, but anyway, pile number 2, what is your shadow side? Queen of my world, blinded to pain. Oh, okay, envious gluttony. Okay, I kind of get it. Okay. Let me just take one. I feel drawn to. Okay, addicted. So, pile number 2. With these 4 cards, I sense it's like you may not okay, it's different type of way I could interpret these cards. The first interpretation that I see is like you don't see others people's pain. With the blinded to pain here, the envious, gluttony, addicted, and queen of my world, to me it's like you are very much self-focused, but to the point of where you could actually not understand that other people around you or the people you are in contact with may be hurt by things that you do or say. It's like you don't like get this intuition that maybe people are uncomfortable, and therefore the reason why it is a shadow side is because this could actually hold you from having great connections or people caring about you more, because I'm not saying that being self-focused is bad, because I feel like there's a lot of people who tend to overdo for others, but it's like the fact that this came out here for your card, for your shadow side, it means that it's actually detrimental. Is that the word? It's to the point where it's not good even for yourself. It's not helping you. That's what I'm trying to say. So let me just... Another thing, okay, because that was the first scenario, there is a second scenario that I'm seeing, is about actually maybe the opposite, where it's like you get addicted to feeling numb, or maybe not, like feeling sad, maybe some type of depression. It's like almost being, because we have the addicted card here with the blinded to pain, it's like almost being there's a word for that. Being negative, like pessimistic. There's another word for that. I'm not sure what it is, but it's like being almost like huh? Am I even speaking English at this point? Being self-destructive, that's the word. So let me look at a little deeper. Like, what is pile number 2's shadow side and why? Where does this stems from? Okay. Okay, with these 3 cards, the first 3 cards with the 2 of Wands, the Star, and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, how can I describe this? It's almost giving me like a Twilight vibe. Like when not making fun of you or anything like this. I'm just trying to give a scenario because I don't know how to like describe this in English. But it's like, I haven't even watched Twilight, but I know the whole thing. But like, Bella is very much like, she's literally being abused by like what's his word, with the name of the vampire, but that vampire dude, and like emotionally abused, but she keeps on going back, she keeps on going there even though she knows like it's bad, and because the guy is like literally being like emotionally abusive, but she keeps on going to these like crazy like very bad scenario. I mean, I know it's a movie, but I get this image where she's like how do you say it? Like almost, oh my god, what's the word? Because with the Star here, it's like almost wishing to like, it's like you manifest negativity because it's kind of the thing that like you're comfortable with it, and therefore it keeps on repeating itself. It keep on maybe getting worse. Maybe you keep on getting injustice, because it's like you understand this feeling, or maybe you were in it for a long time, and therefore it's like it's your own, like queen of my world. It's like your world, like this is how things go, but it's not. Like it doesn't help you. Like things can actually be better. But with the Two of Wands here in reverse, it's like, wishing on bad things and it actually happening. Like repeating some type of scenario and not wanting to let go of. I mean, it's like wanting to let go, but not really wanting to let go of the negativity, because it's like maybe it's giving you some type of validation about yourself, maybe feelings, maybe it makes you, I don't know, like feel alive. Not sure. Of course, I'm not a psychologist nor a therapist, so this is a tarot reading. So don't take this too like seriously. But anyway, don't shoot the messenger. Another thing is that it's like not wanting to let go of how you were molded, if that makes sense. Let's say that again you were used to negativity and people telling you some type of thing, I don't know, like toxic people, like toxic relationship, and your ex-partner keep on telling you like you're nothing, like you can't do anything, you're good, like I don't know, you're pathetic, you're the reason why, that's why I am feeling bad because of you, and things like this, always putting you down, and therefore it's almost like has molded you and you almost believing it, and therefore it keeps on happening because you believe that you're that type of person and you keep on continuing with that energy. I see that scenario here. And why? Where does this stems from? So these three cards, to me, I almost feel like it stems from some type of rebellion, like rebellious actions. I don't know if you grew up in traditional like household, or maybe a very strict household, or maybe it's the total opposite where it's nothing has been strict, and therefore that's why you kind of are maybe lost because you don't know the balance or what is stable. But I can also interpret it as the total opposite, when it's like very strict family, and therefore you kind of want to rebel against that, and therefore you kind of like go kind of everywhere, not really sure where you're going, and it's like I am not this person that you keep on telling me that I am, like the family, let's say it's family, like I don't know, like a Christian family. Nothing bad with Christianity, I am Christian as well. My family is Christian, but like it's like they are very strict, and you kind of go through that phase of wanting to prove the total opposite, and therefore you kind of do the opposite way, and because you kind of go the opposite way, you kind of stumble upon people who are bad and keep on accentuating your own rebellious stage. I don't know oh my god, I'm so sorry, pile number 2, that I'm not that good with my vocabulary in English. I don't know why I don't know how to translate this. Maybe it's too like psychological vocabulary for me to say. But anyway, trying my best. But it's like, it stems from like doing something extreme, because the Justice card is in reverse with the Hierophant. It's like there's this stability, and instead of keeping the stability, it kind of goes the opposite ways. It's like this, like trying to understand, but it keeps on being very like oh my god, what's the word? Like there's a huge contrast. Instead of just being nice and going slow and trying to understand your own balance, you keep on like going there and there. Like there's a lack of stability here. Like it stems from some type of like lack of. So my camera just stopped. I guess it was just shut the fuck up for me. But anyway. So now I am going to look at what can you do about it. How can you move forward? How can you heal this part? What can you do? What is the advice? Spirit. 7 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. I'll pull out more for you. 4 of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. And the 4 of Cups. So, what can you do? I mean, of course, you should always go to a therapist. This is not a diagnosis nor a professional like advice, but I'm trying my best. So what I see is that the advice is to like it's like putting action towards okay, since there's two opposite scenarios, like the first one was talking about like those of you who may be too self-focused and not understanding others around surrounding you, then I'll say like instead of because I feel like I wouldn't say like you should always like mold yourself for others, for those I'm talking about like being too self-focused, but it's almost like keep on expressing yourself the way that you are, but don't try to mold it to or like accentuate your own behavior just because some type of people are here or just because you want to impress somebody. Don't try to exaggerate who you are because of your surrounding. But it's like don't mold yourself because of your surrounding. But like be who you truly are, because I see some type of things about like, again, keep on being something that you are not, for those I'm talking about. And like also don't when it comes to your like I don't know, like man, this is so sensitive to talk about. Okay, I guess it's on me for me to doing this type of reading, but anyway, don't like when it comes to your own like victory and stuff, although it's good to talk about your victory and, you know, being happy about things that happen to you, don't like boast, like, is that the word, boast yourself every time, because it can come as you being self-centered and being almost like narcissistic, even though you are not. It's like I don't know if you talk about yourself a lot, then if you do that, maybe try your best to, if you want to talk as much as you want about yourself, then try to listen to others as much as you want yourself to be listened to. Like if you want to talk about all your achievements, then do the same thing for others. Like listen other people with their achievements and be as supportive as you want to be supported as. That may be a help. For others that I'm talking about, who I talked about people who may always look at the downside and like making things happen again and again because you are being very negative, or people are being negative with you and therefore it influences you. It's like, go with the things that you want to do. There is a lot of talk about actions and your own things that you want to do. Let's say that you I don't know, like a toxic ex keep on telling you like, oh, you'll never be good at, I don't know, like mountain climbing because, I don't know, like you're so weak or things like this, right? Then if you wanted to always do it, then do it. Just go for it. Prove yourself that you are capable of it. I was about to say prove themselves wrong, but no, that's the wrong way to focus. Prove yourself that you can actually do it, like, and that you're actually you are actually successful, that you can actually achieve things. With this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, to me it's like not believing in yourself, not believing in your own capacity, but it's like you need to believe in yourself. You need to acknowledge the things that you want to do. Like, take the opportunities. If people come towards you and ask for like a service or ask for you to do something for them, like, I don't know, like because you have certain skills, take it. Don't let it go because you feel like you're inadequate or someone else is better than you. If you keep on going with the someone else is better than yourself, then yes, they'll always be better than yourself. But what you have is this opportunity, then take it. No matter like, there's always be in this world someone better than me. But like, if I get an opportunity, does that mean that I have to let it go because somebody else is better than me? No, I'll take it because the opportunity came for me, or I went for the opportunity. So believe in yourself. Pile number 2. Now I'll shuffle some of this oracle. What else does my pile number 2 can do to get better? Okay, we got incubation. Okay, so this is these 3 cards to me is like hermit mode. So as I'm filming this, maybe it's like I'm filming this during the middle of September. So if you're watching during that time, and then winter is coming, so maybe there's this whole thing about during the cold time, winter time, try to be in this like incubation mode, like this hermit mode, which is like just like closing and like working on yourself. Even if you're not like able to socialize as much as you wanted, or you are not able to be for others as much as you want, it's okay. You need this incubation mode. You need to be like inside, like focus on yourself. There's this whole talk about you needing to like introspect, take as much time as you want, kind of like when bear goes into hibernation. I see this whole thing being like you needing to hibernate, and that will actually help you to balance things out, understanding where you should work on, where you should like shine the light on this shadow side for you to be able to finally grow again. So now I am actually in pile 1. I forgot to shuffle these cards. Don't tell pile number 1, which is the Kali Oracle messages. So let's see. Well, perfect. We have this image here. So let me hold on, focus. You can have what you need and desire, but you must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. Shift from focusing on what isn't working to handing over all concerns as a prayer offering to the divine. All can then be resolved and shall manifest according to loving and generous grace. Yeah, so there's this whole talk about like entering a sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. To me, it's like almost like a rite of passage where you need to like right now, like being this hermit mode and focusing on what isn't working, and then doing your prayers and stuff like that. And like it's the word like what's the phrase that all the psychics tells? Oh my god, what's the word? Not let go, like surrender. That's the word, surrender to the divine. That's literally the word. Like you need to let it happen. Let spirit do its things within yourself. Let your mind do its thing within yourself. You just need to like be in this cocoon. That will actually help you. So I hope this reading was helpful, guys. It was kind of lackluster. It's Mercury retrograde as I'm filming this, so yeah. Also, don't forget to give me a like, comment down below with the orange heart emoji if you are still listening, and yeah, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I also offer private readings. Check the description down below, and I hope I'll see you next time, pal number 2. Take care of yourself first before taking care of anybody else. So yeah, bye number 2. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So I am going to look at what is or are your shadow side. As I am not a therapist nor a doctor, I always recommend taking tarot reading lightly and not like the end of the all. So just take it lightly, don't take it too personally, as this is a general reading. Also, I always recommend checking a therapist, especially when it comes to mental issues and stuff like this. Also, I'm gonna give you a trigger warning, as this reading may trigger you. And yeah, it's okay if you don't feel comfortable, or if in the middle of the reading you feel like, I don't know, like triggered and you want to end it, then feel free to stop the video and maybe come back another day or even never, as you wish. So this reading is for me to help you to kind of understand how to navigate. So, what is your shadow side? Wait, I'll just put my cards over there. There you go. So we have today for tomorrow, perchance to dream, and oh, the temple of my body. Okay, big trigger warning for pile number 3. So here okay, so how can I say this? I mean, either way, I'm not monetized, so I guess I I shouldn't worry too much. But what I'm seeing is that your shadow side is all about how you use sexuality in your life. Because with the temple of my body today, temple of my body is thinking, I mean, as it say, about your body, but the fact that this is the Dark Mirror Oracle deck, so this card talks about, you know, having some type of lack of boundaries when it comes to your own body. And with the today for tomorrow, with this perchance to dream, it's kind of like giving away your body, sacrificing something in order to feel something, like in order to fulfill something better in the future, or like maybe, I don't know, like let's say you are exploring your sexuality, and but it's going to the point, because the fact that this is coming as your shadow side, to me it's like going to the point of not taking your bodies, I wouldn't say seriously, but like how can I say this, not taking care enough of your body and just giving it to others instead of you needing to be fulfilled inside. Like, yes, everybody can do whatever they want with their body. I'm not here to judge. It's just that with the fact that these cards came out, to me it's like there is a lack of balance and there is a lack of boundaries. With this perchance to dream, it's like nothing. These cards represent feeling nothing, doing a lot of things, but being nothing, and just feeling, like not fulfilled. And with the Today for Tomorrow, this card talks about sacrificing now for a better future, but it's like at what cost? And yeah, to me, there is this whole image about just giving yourself to others when like whenever they want, or like to the point of, even if you feel like you own it and you're doing it for yourself, at the end of the day, I feel like with this card, it's kind of talking about like people using you more than you think. I mean, there's this whole vibe about like you feeling like you own it, but I don't see it that way with these cards. Oh, that's not the card I wanted. It's more like kind of like how can I say it? I mean, I hope you kind of get what I'm trying to say. I'm not here to judge your sexuality or what you do in your life or things like this, but it's like there's something here that's like not healthy. I don't know if you're like using your body to get validation, or using your body because you feel like this is how you can get people, or using your body because you feel like you're obligated to give it in order to get some type of relationship. And the fact that this came out is like, no, it's actually unhealthy. So I don't know what you're doing, of course, but that's kind of what I see. Again, don't shoot the messenger. So let me check. What is your shadow side and where does it stems from? That was too many cards. I just, oh, perfect. Yeah, okay, this is very clear to me. So it keeps on going with that scenario of giving yourself to get some type of validation. And we have here this, is this the three? Yeah, the Three of Wands in reverse, the Strength card with the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's almost to the point of like you feel like you give your body and you kind of own it, like, yeah, I got it, like I'm confident, I feel good, maybe like, I don't know, like I have a great body, and it's like it gives you some type of confidence boost, or like I don't know, like something like this. But it's actually more of a facade, because here we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, which means that your inner emotions or your emotional side, your fulfillment, how you feel fulfilled, is not actually fulfilled. The cup is not fulfilled, it's in reverse. And with the Three of Wands here in reverse, I feel there's some type of pent-up aggression somewhere or resentment. I don't know if you have some type of resentment either toward yourself or somebody or maybe many people. But it's like, it kind of, I mean, I'll pull out more where it stems from, but... Oh, sorry, I kind of moved the camera, I think. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Where does it stems from? Because there is some type of resentment here. Judgment. And... oh. The King of Swords and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, the resentment may come from a family, somebody in the family, your stability, your home. It's like, because with this card, the Ten of Pentacles talks about home and family, but as you can see, usually this card represents like fortune and stuff like this. But this is a book, this is the cover, this is an image. When you look at it, it's kind of dull here. Yes, there is a whole mansion and stuff over there, but it's dull. Like, only this is a picture. This is picture perfect. Yeah, the cover of a book, right? And when we say, like, don't judge the somebody, what's that? Don't judge the book by its cover. Well, it feels like this whole meaning with this card. So I don't know if you have some type of resentment, or maybe there was some subconscious resentment towards like how maybe your family shows people, or how you, I don't know, there's something about family here that I don't get, but maybe it resonates with you. And with the Judgment card, maybe you fear judgment from others, like, or maybe not judgment from others, but like, my camera don't autofocus, so if you expect autofocus, no. But with this card, it's like this whole zombie apocalypse, right? It's almost like this. Okay, you know what? There you go. It's almost like this person is you. Don't matter if you're female or male. And this is your inner child. I kind of see it that way, like holding your inner child and actually kind of fearing people's view. Not people's view, people's eyes, like perceptions. Again, this card is about judgment, but like, to me, this judgment, I don't know how you can say that. It's like how people view you, like the image that you give. I don't know. It's like, you know, when people say like the male gaze, something like this. I don't know. Just came out in my mind. But it's like, I don't know. There's this whole topic of that image here. Like, where does this shadow side stems from? I don't know if you had a family that were very image based when actually things were going quite bad in the family, but they still kept up with the image, and maybe that kind of influenced you, or maybe you had to keep up some type of image and you couldn't take care of your inner child because of things that you had to, like, I don't know, bring the peace inside the home. Like, you know, there's like this zombie apocalypse and you kind of have to, I don't know, like take care of your siblings or things like this. But there's something about family here, and there's like resentment coming from here. Let me just okay. I think that's good. Okay, and with this King of Swords in reverse, could be about a father figure, doesn't have to be. If not a father figure, maybe it's like absent father figure, something like this. If not, it's almost like giving me a lack of structure, a lack of like, a lack of real inner stability. Another thing that I could interpret this card as would be, because here we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and to me this is you, even if you're male. this is a side of you that is not fulfilled. And this, to me, it's like somebody else. To me, it's not you. This is somebody else. Could be a past relationship, or a partner, a current lover, an ex, toxic ex, or maybe just, let's say that you're a female, heterosexual female, and maybe this is men's, like men. The image of men maybe didn't, they were toxic, or there's something about male here. Maybe there's this whole thing about like how you view men, or how men acted towards you. But there's some type of like, again, this subconscious resentment towards something, someone, or people in general, that actually kind of made you have this lack of boundaries, or like the how can I say it? Your definition of confident is not totally right. I wouldn't say it's wrong. I would say that there's something missing. I wouldn't say that you're wrong about what confident is. I would just say you're missing a piece. And this piece is actually based on your own emotions, your own feelings, how you feel, what do you like, how do you feel, what do you want, is it truly what you want, or is it what you expect people to want from you? Is it inner love, or is it what other people tell you it is just because it serves them, there's something there. So now, let me, hold on, I'll just put it here. Now, pile number 3. Let me check what you can do. What is the advice for you? Again, don't shoot the messenger. Always go to a doctor. The Empress. What is this card? It is 7. The 7 of Swords in reverse. Oh, okay, I get it. We have here the Empress. I'll show you the cards a little bit closer because this is actually quite pretty. Look at this. Anyway, so we have the Empress, the 7 of Swords, and the Judgment card. So the advice here is to first focus on yourself more than others, and that you don't need others to feel fulfilled, and you don't need to give anything in order to feel validated, because as you can see here in the Empress imagery, there are people actually fanning her off, and it's not because she gave something to them, it's because they want it. I mean, yes, there are servants and stuff, but like, I'm giving you this image here where it's like she's there, she didn't ask for anything, but people fan her off. And it's kind of giving me this whole image of you needing to focus on yourself and don't expect that you have to give something. And here we are talking about your physical body. Don't feel like you have to give away that in order to feel validated. You feel validated by yourself, and people who want to follow you will follow you. With the 7 of Swords in reverse with the Judgment card upright, it's like don't mask what it is. Because the 7 of Swords talks about just like, being mischievous, things like this. And with the Judgment here, to me, it's like don't hide or give excuse to people. Don't try to defend any type of actions. either it's your actions or others' actions, for what it is. You need to be honest with yourself. That's what the Empress does. The Empress takes care of herself, and she's honest with herself. That's how she takes care of her. And like, she calls her out, and with the Judgment card here too, like, you have to call it out as it is, not because just because nobody's talking about how wrong it is doesn't mean that it's not wrong, okay? People will use others and will try to, rose-colored glass situation just because it suits them. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. Don't mask things. Please be honest. Like, don't try to find excuses, because to me, the Empress is not. She's confident within herself. She knows what she's doing, and she's not. She's not. What's the word? Hypocrite. I mean, I'm not calling you out a hypocrite right now, but it's like, if you give excuses and like you let things flow for what people do to you, but you don't when you have to call others, or like what a friend has been going through, then, and you let it slide when it fits you, or when it fits these people, and I'm talking about sexuality and stuff. Like, I'm giving you a scenario, so a trigger warning. Let's say that your friend comes to you and like she says like her boyfriend R-worded her, and you're like, what is it? Like, this is so fucked up. And then you, in your life, you also like feel like you didn't consent to like intercourse with your partner, but they still do it. Well, that's the same thing. It's the same thing. So don't sugarcoat it. Like, don't. Like, please don't. This is the advice for you. Now, let me get some more advice for you, pile number 3. If you are still watching, well, congrats. I hope I didn't trigger you too much. And you can comment down below with a red heart emoji. So, up. Oh my god. This card. There you go. One more card. Any advice? Any advice for pile number 3 about their shadow side? Oh, well, that was quick. We got... okay, I'm gonna... Watchtower of the East Spring. The Weekend Read, Ethos, and Concealment, the Cloak. So, pile number 3. Okay, so the Weekend Read. I'm gonna read it to you. It says, bide the weekend love we must. In perfect love, in perfect trust. 8 words the Weekend Read fulfill. And we harm none, as do as we will, and ever mind the rule of 3. Whatever, what did he say? What I've sent out comes back to thee. Follow this mind and heart. Follow this with mind and heart, and merry we meet, merry we part. Yes, okay, this Weekend Read, I'm not a weekend, but like, it talks about like what like kind of like, I mean, I'm not very informed about weekends, but like from what I read here, to me it kind of gives me like what I give, I'll receive, like kind of like karma works. Like if you want good things happens to you, then you'll show good things. You won't do things to harm others and things like this, have these type of rules. And it kind of gives me the vibe of, I could say that the advice would be to kind of like, give outward what you want to receive and things like this, like always be positive and stuff like this. If you don't want things to happen to you, then don't try to harm others and stuff like this. Another thing that I'll see mostly is like having some type of ethics, like try to find your own morals. It doesn't have to be something written like on Google. It comes from within you. So how do you find your own like rules and your own ethics and morals? Well, let's say that you are very much like against I don't know, like sorry, my camera stopped. Let's say that you are against like climate change. Let's take that. Well, you're against climate change and you are very vocal about it and stuff. Yet you like take the car just for 10-minute drives and stuff like this. Well, maybe you need to work more on your morality and ethics. If you care so much about the climate change, maybe you need to work on things, right? There's this whole thing about you needing to understand what you speak out about. It needs to apply to yourself as well. You don't speak about things if you do the same thing as well. You don't speak out against things that you also are to blame of. There's this whole thing about you needing to kind of introspect on what is hypocritical from you, of you, and to just like try to find your own morals, and not just being like wishy-washy when it suits you. With the concealment and oak, to me this is, this is quite a sensitive reading and subject. I don't know why I did this, but anyway. The cloak and concealment, I would interpret this as a protection, like boundaries. This is like a cloak, so you kind of like hide yourself. It's more like trying to have boundaries with others. Again, this can link back to this read. And another thing that I see also is don't share everything with everybody. With this concealment, I don't know what you are used to share, but don't. If this is talking about privacy, things like this, don't share with everybody, especially if you like meet a lot of people, then don't tell them anything about your privacy because you wanted to keep it private. Okay? So this is what this is talking about. That could actually help you. Also, with the spring, which talks about love, romance, joy, fulfillment, it's like, yeah, again, there's this whole, because it's still a tower, so there's this whole thing that you need to destroy this foundation that you have now, and yeah, have a better base of your tower. You need to form a better base of your ethics and morals, and like understand what are the things that are more sensitive to speak about, and what are the things that you keep within yourself, and what are the things that you can actually share with other people, knowing that other people may judge you or things like this. Okay, so that's kind of what I see for you, pile number 3. Now I am going to shuffle these Kali Oracle for you guys. Also, I do offer private readings, so check the description below for any information. So we have this beautiful image of Kali. Now let me focus and read it for you. Although you may be in circumstances that you would prefer not to be in at this time, you are actually in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain benefit from what is transpiring. When the relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated, these circumstances will give way to a more favorable situation. You know, pile number 3, I'll give you a second one. You got actually 3. Okay, 3 for you guys. So we have this picture, and what does it says? You have more power. Again, you have more power. You have more power to evoke a positive shift in your circumstances than you realize. If anything required for success is lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it. You are crossing a crucial spiritual threshold. Stay focused, let distractions fall away, and continue to commit yourself to what matters most to your heart. A more beautiful experience awaits you. Again, being like loyal to your heart instead of others or what others want you. Then we have this picture. It says, the spiritual cleansing and protective means necessary to overcome any obstacle shall be granted to you. You can trust in what is happening in your life, especially the things that are breaking apart or arising anew. Any pain that you might be experiencing now is so much less than the pain that would have taken root if certain circumstances were allowed to continue. Yeah. It's so much less than the pain that would have taken roots if certain circumstances were. Yeah, again, there's this whole thing, you needing to kind of let go of what you kind of feel like you know right now in order to have a new like start. So yeah, that's what I see for you, pile number 3. I hope you like this type of reading. Sorry if I triggered anybody. You have free will to you had free will to get out of this video, but now it's too late. But anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, especially a like. And don't forget to check the description down below for any informations. And I hope I'll see you next time, pile number 3. Take care. Bye.